don't bring saevae to campus. I bring Fiji to campus. I bring Pacific Islanders to campus.
Pikipiki hama, vaevae manava is a Tongan proverb that means, let us link our outriggers together so we can share life. This proverb reminds us of the strength of being linked to each other, in sharing, thinking, and caring for one another as community. We are a group of advocates who are training for the 2016 Los Angeles Marathon to elevate a great cause. Pacific Islander Leaders of Tomorrow is a culture-based leadership development program invested in building strong Pacific Islander leaders. Pilot is a program of empowering Pacific Islander communities, a national nonprofit organization based in Los Angeles whose mission is to promote social justice by engaging Pacific Islander communities through culturally relevant advocacy, research, and development. Your investment in Pilot links our outriggers together in building and giving life to a powerful future.
My higher education experience has been, for lack of a better term, bittersweet. I'm studying political science and sociology. I'm also in the process of applying to graduate school in the field of public policy. This is something I'm really passionate about because I believe I've always lived by my own personal philosophy of leadership without service is futile. I feel privileged to be in higher ed. But then again, as a Pacific Islander, it gets kind of lonely too, especially when you're not represented in the curriculum, you're not being represented in the student body, or even staff. There is no way you can identify with people on campus. In another way, it motivates me to try harder. If I'm the only Pacific Islander on campus, I gotta represent for the community. I have to do everything with the goal in mind that I have no other option but to succeed, because I don't bring saevae to campus. I bring Fiji to campus. I bring Pacific Islanders to campus. I'm representing for the community. I'm advocating, and I'm coming here to a space where there's not enough Pacific Islanders to represent, and that's my advocacy for my community. Being in Pilot, you get to have the whole show. You get to have community. You get to have education. You get to have leaders who are not constrained to this definition of what mainstream society considers a leader. Most of us go about our day without thinking we're leaders in our own capacity, because we've made this term seem so out of reach. We make it this grand thing, being a leader, you have to seize the unjust system of apartheid, or march for civil rights movement. Being a trailblazer in your field, doesn't matter what discipline, you're a leader. Getting up in the morning, going to work, despite the structural barriers that you have to put up with, that's a leader. And that's one of the things that I really got out of Pilot. I was really grateful about, was that it didn't define leader in a silo. It proved to us that even the little things that we do exemplifies our ability as leaders. It really taught me a lot about myself. It taught me about humility. I think sometimes I get lost and think that I know everything. Like, Pilot really brought me back. That was one of the things that I still carry with me today, to be able to think about others, which is, I feel like, is a trait that's endemic to who we are as Pacific Islanders. But for some reason, sometimes we slip off and we forget that we're communal people as opposed to individualistic, and that really renewed my sense of communalism and tied me back to the community. We have a good way of grooming a whole generation. This is where we can start to groom a whole generation to become whatever they want to be, instead of being constrained to this idea that we're just nothing more than fillers of football jerseys in universities, or musicians, or the hula dancers. We're just entertainment for people's parties. We're more than that. We're doctors, we're engineers, we're lawyers, we're historians. And Pilot teaches us about the importance of taking your own narrative, writing your own narrative, as opposed to having someone else write it for you, tell you who you are, tell you what your story is. It doesn't constrain you to any specific ideology. It lets you think. It teaches you to think. It doesn't teach you to think this way. It teaches you just to think. It challenges the notions, your preconceived notions of things. That's one of the things I really loved about Pilot. Give it a few years, and you'll see us. You'll see the benefit of what Pilot is all about. Please help us by helping Pilot and donate so they can continue their work in molding Pacific Islander leaders of tomorrow.